It was frustrating at the time not being able to be more open about the reasons why I left. Like, there was just like a lot of cracks forming. There came a time when we had to renew our contract. And the contract, as y'all know, like Vay mentioned this, Vay was the very first one to leave, like officially. And I think like a lot of us were all kind of like huddled together in the darkness, like, dude, what the fuck is going on with this company? And I was very unsure. Like, part of me was like, there was alarm bells going off, and I was very like weirded out by some of the stuff that was happening. I actually, like, way back when, I was like, man, like, something about things that are going on in this company is not sitting right with me, but I'm gonna stick it out because I believe in the company's mission. And then the contract renewal happened. Yeah, they put Vay under an NDA that made her unable to talk to any of the girls about it. Yes, that part was so fucked up. They did so much to prevent us from talking to each other and to purposely like pit us against each other even. And like, they did not want us to talk to each other. They did not want us to like get together and be like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on? Isn't this kind of weird? They like isolated us and like threatened us with legal action. And I can't, bro, it's insane. And she was the one initially that was like, hey, this contract does not seem that great, for lack of a better word. Like, we need to look into this. We need to like get a lawyer and check this shit out. Vay helped me so much, and I hate that during the fallout of all this, she got so much flack, and then by extension say that I only left because she left, which like, it makes both of us look like a bunch of dumb doo-doo heads. Like, oh, look at these dumb bitches, like, she left because of this and she left only because the other two left, so she must be fucking stupid, right? There's probably not anything wrong with this company, I guess. It's probably just them leaving because they're fucking stupid, I guess. It was so fucking frustrating to see all that shit go down and not be able to say anything to defend ourselves. The narrative vshojo sheep went with was our boyfriends made us and we were greedy. They didn't know we didn't get paid for sponsors between 2021 and 2023. Yeah! Holy fuck! I don't know how much I can go into in regards to the narrative pushing shit. The boyfriend shit was... that is just insane. I had to watch Ethel take so much shit, even though, like, privately, he wasn't telling me to leave or to stay. He was helping me in every way possible as, like, a supportive partner can and should. Like, he was fucking amazing and so supportive and helped me through so much of the stress. But when I was deciding to leave, he never told me. Like, he was just saying, like, whatever you choose to do, I will support you. He never tried to push me in any direction. He was unbiased and just like told me straight up like the pros and the cons and everything, and just was genuinely like the best support system I could have had. And to see him get shit on after I left, people accusing him of like telling me to leave, like he's in my ear, like, oh, the evil boyfriend made her leave, when that couldn't have been further from the fucking truth. And he did not deserve any of that. And the fact that I couldn't defend him from that and he couldn't defend himself, because like all this shit was being spread about him and me, about everybody else who left. I'm so glad that there were chill people that even though we couldn't say anything, they still supported us and believed in us and understood where we were coming from, even though like we couldn't tell the whole story at the time. Like, it's frustrating to see your friends get dragged in the mud like that. It's even more frustrating to see like someone you love that much be just like dragged through the mud like that. And not to mention all the shit that got flung at Vay and Silver. It never stopped. It was like, you'd think that people would shut the fuck up after like literal years, but no, like it was still being pushed about them, and people are still treating them like they're stupid and stuff like that. And it hurts to see that shit about your friends, about people you care about. Why would people care? I think like part of it is people being loyal to corporations for whatever reason to a fault. And part of it, I'll just say like some corporations, they want these kind of narratives to be pushed because it protects the company's image. Like they will encourage this kind of narrative or like go and push the kind of narrative themselves. We're a family here at corporation. Yeah, that's the real insidious thing about like these types of companies, they push that narrative not just to the public to get them invested in the company as an entity, but also they push that to the talent and staff as well to get like a kind of hold over them, you know, and guilt trip them and stuff like that. vshojo pushed that even harder than other companies, I feel. Yeah, a lot of their marketing was built around the promise of like talent freedom, talent first, and just the fact that they're like this safe haven away from all the other evil, bad corporations. Like, we're not like them, we're a big family and we treat our talent well. And I even like warned people too, like I tried to tell them to get a lawyer, just as like Vay had told me, like, yeah, you should have a lawyer look over this contract. But apparently, like, there were things that were said to where like people were discouraged from doing that. Like, you know, like what Vay said with how like she was told to not tell anybody that she was leaving, or she would be, I don't know, threatened with like legal action over her NDA and stuff like that. If they were willing to stoop this low, certain things like this, like some of the stuff that I can't even talk about, like what else could they do? I just wanted to be done with it, and I was scared to leave, I'll be honest. And part of the only reason why I like had like the courage to leave is because I was able to kind of leave around the same time as Vay and Silver. It wasn't like a secret cabal of like evil bitchy ladies being like, yeah, leave with us, you should leave with us and we can be mean girls and whatever the fuck that people tried to push. It was like, obviously I would want to leave with other people so it wasn't like a giant like arrow pointing at my head like, hey, look at this person who just left. They wanted people to think we were leaving as friends. Yeah, that's part of it, isn't it? Like, they wanted to push that kind of narrative, like the only reason they left is because the other one talked them into it. Even though our decision was individual and we hadn't spoken about it. Yes, exactly. Like, we all came to this conclusion independently of each other. Like, we're friends, like, don't get me wrong, but we all, like, obviously have agency. We all have our own, like, thoughts and feelings, and, like, fucking drove me insane. Having my intelligence questioned. Like, people, like, saying all this shit, like, coming up with all kinds of, like, harebrained reasons why I left, or acting like I'm a fucking idiot for leaving. I'm sorry to sound like I'm, like, having a fucking gamer rage moment, but, oh boy. Not being able to defend myself from that kind of shit over 2 years, like, that actually, there's a part of my brain that's probably gonna be broken for a bit.